Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the Mazda MX5 Touring Trophy on GT Sport. This is round 4, our special event, race 3 here at Mount Panorama, Bathurst, and we'll just go and take you through the grid now since there was a few problems with the live timing. Okay guys, here's the grid for you then. So for this race, so on the right hand side of your screen with the number 1 under his car, it is Firepower on pole position, Rodders second on the left in the number 53. Next is Jamo in third and Seat 1 in 4th place. Next up is the 2 target cars, Neil Farmack in 5th, Video in 6th. Then in 7th we have Keith, number 56, Naversta car, 8th is number TY, 8th is TY, and then 9th is Bidzster at the back of the grid. So as we come back from the grid, it is obviously Firepower on pole position, and we're going to get ready now for the start of this race. This should be good. Remember, this grid is reverse championship order because it's race 3. So the 5 at the back are with weight on. Bidzster at the back is the heaviest. And off we go, and it's a good start from Firepower, I think, on the from the pole position down towards the first corner. Looks like he's going to take the lead. Unless Rodders has other plans to go around the outside, which he does, but then he finds he finds the curb. I thought he was going to find the grass then, he was carrying that much speed, but luckily gets away with it. Down we go to the mountain. Seat 1 pushing Rodders past Firepower, trying to make some space for himself. Jamo folding in behind, and the car's further back with weight on, really struggling. Down to the right-hander, which starts the mountain climb. Seat 1 on the inside of Firepower. Firepower gives him loads of extra space, and Jamo probably up the inside of him as well. As we go up the hill, Rodders is ahead. Seat 1, Firepower side by side with Jamo, and Jamo just squeezes through. And then Video hits Firepower. Cowabunga, have that. And then Firepower goes into the back of Jamo, but not much you can do about that, unfortunately. But that's how the crow flies sometimes. Bidzster in 8th. The heaviest car is past Keith at the back. Up we go, up over the mountain. Seat 1 versus Rodders at the front. Jamo on his own. Firepower with a train behind him. Video and Neil, the 2 target cars pressuring hard here. With the 2 target cars, the lighter of the weight runners in this. As we go down to the dipper. This is a very hard dipper in these cars. These cars very front heavy. Rear is quite light as we go down the hill. Everyone looks like they go. Oh no! Video's lost it. Neil's lost it, and Neil hits him, and TY's lost it in the background. Bidzster tries to make up places. There's almost 3 wide as we go down the other end of the dipper. And Neil Farmack takes 5th place. Video down to 7th. Bidzster lucky to get away with no scrapes through that. But wow, we'll talk about unpredictability and cars spinning everywhere as we go down the Conrod Straight. Then Beale? Who's Beale? Neil versus Bidzster down the straight as Rodders and Seat close up. After the first lap, we'll get a replay on what happened down at the dipper, but we'll just continue with the rest of this lap first. So Seat 1 closes right up to Rodders, gives him a nudge, and Rodders goes off rally crossing, but Seat 1 gentlemanly waits for him, and Jamo looking to get involved in this now with a run. Meanwhile, back here we've got Bidzster, Neil, Video, TY, Keith, everyone at once. Incredible. Down to the last corner then, there's Rodders, Seat 1, Jamo going through. Here's the rest of them. Bidzster, Video, TY, Keith. All these cars running weight, and they're already getting segregated from the rest of the pack. TY on the inside of Video. Bidzster defending in towards turn 1. Bidzster's got to defend hard here, but again he's going to get a bad run out the corner by defending his line as he goes side by side with Video. And Bidzster's going to lose momentum here, and remember he's the heaviest car on track, and TY will just sail past him here. Keith might also as well. As at the front there, Seat 1 and Jamo. So we'll just get a replay of that lap 1 incident of the dipper for you now. Okay, here's a replay of what happened down the dipper then on board with Neil Farmack. So we're following his teammate Video. He goes down here and into the corner and just loses the back end. Then we have nowhere to go and hit him. And Video, what a recovery. Does a 360, like almost a 180/360, and then gets on with it. And then Bidzster decides to poke his nose where it's not wanted, but Neil Farmack regains 5th place. And now here's the second replay on that from Bidzster's car. So we're going down the hill again. We're onto the brakes. See TY loses it, and Bidzster does a carbon copy. TY's lost it, and then Lil goes into the wall. Bidzster almost goes into the wall himself. There's Neil slowing down to let Video rejoin, and then Bidzster just sneaks the car on the inside, but has to give way to Neil. So as we come back from that replay, Seat 1 in 2nd place giving chase to Rodders, but Jamo has other plans on with his teammate. Neil Farmack in 5th, Video 6th, TY 7th, Bidzster hot on his heels in 8th, and Keith at the back. But as we go up the dipper, Rodders trying to pull a little gap on seat 1 here. But I think Rodders is slowing up there. He must have got in the wrong gear, because seat 1's got about another 10 mile an hour on him here. As they go almost side by side up the dipper. Don't go side by side down here, boys. That's like signing off your own funeral. But going up towards up the climb, up towards the dipper, top of the mountain now. We have to go down the other side, down the dipper. As we go down the dipper, Rodders in the lead, still seat 1, 2nd place. Don't make a mistake here, boys. Oh, Rodders slides out, very lucky to hold the car there. Seat 1's drifting out as well. There's Firepower in 4th, doing a good job, I must say. And there's Video TY. Ah, Bidzster's lost it big time. Bidzster's lost it big time. The weight of that car not helping, because it puts it'll put a bit of the weight at the back and acts as a pendulum, but not good, as Bidzster gets a bit of a penalty for doing that, even though he did lose time. So granted, there's more logic there with the penalties, but Bidzster will get rid of that hopefully under braking for the next corner. So Rodders, seat 1, Jamo, Firepower in 4th still, good job by Firepower. Neil in 5th, Video and TY side by side for 6th place though, down towards the end of the Conrod Straight into the little kink at the end. They've had Bidzster relieved of him, because he made a mistake. Down towards the end of the straight, Video holds on ahead of TY. A bit of dust further ahead if we had a car off. No, I think it was just a car putting its wheel on the grass. I think it was Neil Farmack. As Firepower is actually starting to catch up to the leaders here. Brilliant job here by Firepower. Loves this Bathurst track, and it shows. It's TY 6th. Video, where's Video? Video's at the back. Video's gone off. Video's made a mistake. I don't think there was contact, but we'll get a replay just to confirm. Okay, here's the replay what happened to Video on lap 2. So goes out the corner, goes wide, keeps on the power, and just if he lifts off there, he'd have saved it, but bang, into the wall at the Armour All Bridge, and then luckily recovers in a good fashion, waits for Keith to come through, and then rejoins. Back to the front then. Rodders 150 in the lead. Seat 1 in the draft in 2nd. Jamo, his teammate, pulling along behind. So Team Wall's looking like they're going to score good points here. I should also mention Jamo, Neil, Seat 1, Rodders, and Firepower are all on double points for this race. They've all elected for this race for double points. So you get 2 races. So this is another double points race for them. So we'll have to see how that goes as Seat 1 climbs the mountain trying to catch Rodders here, and Jamo hung on the back. Firepower trying to keep on the back of him. It's TY there in 6th place, and we've got Bidzster back in 7th. Not a good race here for Bidzster with the weight on, but still pressing hard, doing what he can. The main battle for this race is out front, because Seat 1 now is right behind Rodders as we go down towards the dipper. This is the start of the race. Here we go. Rodders down the dipper, Seat 1 behind, Jamo pulling himself along, down under the brakes, car goes light, car goes heavy, car goes light, car goes heavy. Absolute mammoth of a challenge for the drivers here as we go down the dipper, but everyone executing that with precision. Down to the forest elbow at the bottom. Here's the forest elbow, this is a forest, and the corner kind of looks like an elbow. As we go past the Falcon sponsorship, down the Conrod Straight then. Remember, all these guys at the front, extra light, so they're all on the same weight. As we go up the little climb on the Conrod Straight, then we'll go down the other side where the speed picks up, under the bridge, down towards the Armour All Bridge, into the complex. Here we go. Hard on the brakes, do not miss your braking point, otherwise you are going to end up with a car full of gravel and a hair full of sand. As we go, Seat 1 sliding the car out there, just pushing a bit too hard with the front end, and the rear end just deciding to let itself go loose, but luckily doesn't lose much time to Rodders. Further back we've got Bidzster in 7th, he's trying to catch up to TY. Neil, fastest lap of the race, what, 2:22, but we'll just see as we go across the line. Rodders 2:22.2, 2:21.8 for Seek, 2:21.833 for Jamo. Jamo now the fastest man on the track, and that will have been a slight double toe that helped him towards that lap. And remember, you get an extra point for fastest lap, but when it's double points, and if you're a double point scorer, it's an extra 2 points. So that could be the 2 points that helps you get the championship. So really important to get that fastest lap here, especially if you're a double points runner, which Jamo in this one certainly is. So we've got to remember that out of these guys at the front, Rodders on double, Rodders, Seek and Jamo and Firepower. For all the top 4 are on double points for this one. The only one that's not in the top 4 is Neil, who's in the, well actually no, correction, all the top 5 in this race are on double points, everyone else isn't. So the guys at the top 5 are all double points, so they'll all want as many as they can. Absolutely trying as hard as they can. Seat 1 right behind Rodders now, up and over the mountain. Right behind, applying the pressure. Rodders having to soak up every single ounce of this pressure as we approach the dipper. This is where one lapse of concentration can, well, like that for Seek. See, as Rodders goes wide there, probably saw what Seek did and did it himself, but luckily, because Seek made a mistake, he evened the gap out, which is vital for that to keep the lead. Into the Forest Elbow, Seek 1 going for a narrow line, and look at the confidence in the car to turn in there. Just took us such a narrow line there, but it actually paid off. Rodders with a slightly wider line, thinking he were going to lose grip and understeer, but luckily got away with it as he closed up down the straight. Further back we have got, oh, Keith's in the wall. Keith's in the wall, he must have lost it himself down the dipper. Very unlucky there for Keith. And he continues in 9th place. Back to the leaders then. Seat 1's challenging Rodders for the lead. He's on the inside, but now Rodders gets the inside into the braking zone, and Rodders holds on from Seat 1. Brilliant defence there by Rodders. Good, nice and simple. Kept to the left-hand side. Seat went to the right, and he had the inside for the little kick, but not for the actual braking zone into the main corner. Good defence there by Rodders. He's just got to hold on for another couple of laps here, and he'll be in for a victory, which will be good for Rodders. Very good to see indeed. Rodders goes through the first corner, has a massive slide on the exit, and that's all Seat 1 needs to get the momentum to go round the outside of him. I say the outside because the next corner is going to be a right-hander. I always go by what the next corner is. As we go down the straight, Rodders is definitely in 2nd place now, but he's just keeping the car out there just to Seek out, to make him think he's going to outbrake himself. As Rodders keeps the car tucked in there, but there were no way through there really. He could have tucked in for a better line up the hill, because I think Jamo's closing up to him now, but no, not close enough yet. Firepower's on this, but also look, Neil Farmack, 2:20.9. Fastest lap of the race for Neil Farmack now. Takes the 2 points off Jamo, and also closes up to the back of the front pack, which is brilliant. Really good racing here. So we've got a Team Wolves car in the lead, number 88, Seat 1. Number 53, Rodders, Team Naughty, in 2nd place. The 2nd Team Wolves car of Jamo, number 98 in 3rd. Then we've got Firepower in the 2nd Team Naughty racing car, number 27 in 4th. And Neil Farmack, the first of the target cars, is there in 5th place, and a massive slide there for Neil, really pushing the car hard, and Lou just about loses the back end, but nice recovery there. That'll have definitely woke him up. Oh, Seat 1's in the lead. Seat 1's in the lead. He's past Rodders. We missed out, but Rodders gets passed by Seat down the dipper, and Rodders goes and tries to fight back now, just while they're on the straight. Oh, in fact, no, we're not getting it yet, because they're trying to make up their mind which side they want as they go side by side down the straight. Quick replay on the pass. Okay, here's a replay of the pass that Seat 1 did, but you can see he's already ahead, because I had a little moment, as all commentators do, but here we can see that Rodders tried to have a go at passing Seat back down the dipper, but couldn't quite make it stick. But yes, there was no pass, and I do apologise for that error. As we come back from that, back to side by side down the straight, the end of the Conrod straight into the little kink here. Watch out, boys, side by side, 150 miles an hour into the braking zone, almost contact as we go into the corner. Rodders trying to go around the outside. Seat 1 gets the inside and gets the job done, but Rodders was not giving that up without a fight. Down to the bottom. This is typical Australian racing, this, just like the V8 supercars. Absolutely insane. Rodders back to the inside of Seat 1. Seat 1 slides the car in to try and give Rodders a bit more space, but Rodders eats curb and flies, and Seat 1 takes the lead as we start the last lap of the race. Rodders then will have to come on the attack. Here we go, last lap. Seat 1 into the first corner first. Firepower defending from Neil as he defends that hard. He slides the tail out, and Neil Farmack will take that with ease, and up to 4th place he goes. Back down the field, we've still got TY on his own in 6th. Bidzster's in 7th on his own, still with that weight. Video's in 8th on his own, and Keith is 9th on his own. But back to the lead as we go, Firepower and Neil. He's only just got past him, so he didn't have that much of a momentum over Firepower there, but he gets the position done anyway. Which is the main thing here, and he's actually starting to catch Jamo up the hill now as well. Starting to catch Jamo into the banked left-hander. Up the climb we go. Here we go, the climb up the mountain. One loss of momentum in these cars, and you are going backwards faster than you can say whoops. As we go up and over the top. Up over the dip into the compression. This is where you see sparks fly in the V8 supercars and open wheel cars. As we go, oh, Firepower looking to the inside, just trying to put Neil off there. But back to the front, Rodders then. He's got to try and do something down here. 7/10 up on his fastest lap. Rodders is on fire here. Rodders sliding the car out right behind seat 1, pushing for more than he's worth. Oh, he just clips the barrier on the edge of the dipper. That could be the deciding factor. As Jamo, Neil and Firepower are still close together down towards the Forest Elbow. Rodders goes through there and he gets a good run onto the straight. As Jamo, Neil and Firepower go onto the straight as well, but Rodders got a killer of a run there onto the straight. Let's go have a quick onboard here from Rodders as we build up the speed, trying to keep the car in as much of a straight line as we can. Look at, you can see him closing up with the draft. Here we go, crunch time. Down towards the last few corners. Now or never for Rodders. See, oh, he goes over the grass. Good hops over the grass. And look, you could argue track limits, but it was given a bit of a squeeze there as he gets a penalty, rightly so, for going off all 4 wheels off the track. But Rodders has got to try something here. Into the last corner. Can he get past seat 1? Seat 1 defends the inside hard as further back. We've almost got 3 wide. Into the last corner. Seat 1. Rodders. Seat 1 takes it. Rodders has to take his penalty. Jamo and Neil and Firepower there as well. Neil Farmack almost gets through. Seat 1 wins the race. Rodders second. Jamo third. Neil fourth. And Firepower in 5th. What a finish. TY is going to be 6th. 7th is going to be Bidzster. Oh, what a finish there. We'll just get some replays on that finish for you now while Video and Keith are finishing. Okay, here's a replay of the last lap then with Rodders and Seeks. You see Rodders moves across. He's already got the momentum, and Seat 1 moves across and leaves him with nowhere to go on but onto the grass. So a bit naughty there by Seat 1, but I suppose it was fair, but it was very aggressive, so I would imagine he'd be given a warning for that at the very least. But then down towards the last corner we go. See, Rodders has got the penalty here, so we have to go down to the last corner. We know we're not going to get past now, so we decide to take the penalty to get 2nd place. And now a quick replay on what happened between Jamo, Neil and Firepower towards the line. It was very close. It all happened that quick. I couldn't keep up with it. So Jamo defends as we go into the the corner at the end of the Conrad straight. Over the top. Neil closes up, but look at Firepower. Firepower really gets a good run on Neil Farmack. Neil goes straight into the defence. But so does Jamo to cover off Neil and Firepower as break into the corner. Neil Farmack just gets ahead. Jamo has a slide but gets away with it. Firepower closes up to the back of Neil but can't capitalise on it. So it ends with Jamo, Neil and Firepower. So as we come back from that action, Video is going to cross the line in 8th position. Not bad. Not a bad race, but again, could have been a whole lot better for Video there. So 8th place for him. And Keith is definitely going to round off the 9. So we'll get those results confirmed for you now, guys. Okay guys, here's the results from that then. So Seat 1 wins that race after a fantastic battle with Rodders in 2nd place. 3rd is Jamo. Neil Farmack takes 4th. Firepower takes a good 5th. 6th is TY. 7th is Bidzster. Video's 8th. And 9th is Keith. Neil Farmack takes the extra point for the fastest lap. 2:20.9. So as we come back from that then, there is your winner, Seat 1 in the number 88 Mazda there. Well done to Seat 1 in the Walls car. And we will see you guys next time for the last race of this special event, which will be at Red Bull Ring. 8 laps of that, and there is a little surprise in store as well. We'll see you then, guys. Take care.